brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangsta, baby. And if you don't know, now you know. No. It's a flavorful Freestyle Friday. Flavorful. You see, I had to slow down and say it.
It's a tongue twister.
Flavorful Freestyle Friday. Yeah.
And your mouth like already kind of watering.
Yeah, it got like a little juicy. Cause we got Chef Freddie coming in here, man. Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah. So y'all make sure you tag a friend, tell a friend, tap in, man. Cause it's going down. How your week been?
It's been eventful.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of.
What types of events?
It's just been a busy week.
Every week is being busy now.
You know what?
Not unusual right now. Yeah.
The whole 2023.
Yeah. I took some time in 23 though. I'm gonna start practicing that. So like, I think next week is our last council meeting for the year, and then we got 2 weeks off of council, and I'm like probably gonna take one of them weeks and really be off.
Just really
be off. Yeah, hey, I'm appreciate time off these days.
Listen, sometimes you just need a good day.
Yeah,
where you don't do nothing.
On purpose.
And it used to be really hard for me to do those days.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, my mind be going. I'd be like, well, I could be doing this.
Yeah.
I could be doing that. You
grab your computer. That's me. You do something.
Like
if you ain't doing nothing, you feel like you
wasting time.
Yeah, what am I doing? I ain't doing nothing.
Getting time for myself.
Yeah.
Grounding myself, making sure I have on the armor that I need
to
be prepared for whatever is going to come to me. Because again, we work so much.
Yep.
We do so much as that, like you can't, and sometimes you can't, and I hate to switch, like sometimes you don't even see the enemy coming.
Yeah.
Because you're working so hard.
That's true.
It could be sicknesses. It could be anything.
That's what got me too. So that got my attention too. So I was sick last week, and I was kicking myself, man. I'm like, it shouldn't take me this long to bounce back.
Don't worry, everybody's taking about like 3 weeks or so.
Oh, so I ain't doing too bad then.
No,
it was like a week and a half. Yeah,
This
okay. It is, and it's a beast, man. Whatever this thing is, man. Y'all protect yourself, man, because
it's everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody's getting it. Like I woke up kind of hoarse.
And that's how it was for me.
And so I got some tea from the Jamaican store.
Okay.
I had some ginger, turmeric.
Oh yeah. You gotta put your concoction together.
I had 2 teas because I knew what I wanted, but they didn't have it all together. So I got and then my mama made me something.
Okay.
She gave it to me. I'm taking these shots of what I think is honey and lemon.
Honey is good for that, and it suppresses the cough.
So, if you ever,
because I had that cough real bad, and honey was helpful for that as well.
So you know how honey coats your throat.
This is not medical medical advice or whatever.
No, it doesn't. But like if you're a singer, wish I when she's singing, we do shots of honey.
Okay.
Because it coats your vocal, it makes it easier. The myth was if you're sick, you do a lemon.
Yeah.
But like if you are sick, and you're not a singer, the citrus will eat up what's there.
Okay.
When it's going down, so like you want something citrus.
Okay.
And again, this is
I was doing that too. Look, I was doing anything and everything I could to try and bounce back, man. And I shook back pretty good though.
You shook back. Okay.
Yeah. It was the thing that really had me there is King Jab in the building.
I knew
the voice of the people.
Everybody got a cup of coffee. So I was I was gonna text you.
What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, you pulled your phone out to text him.
I did, but so anybody in radio land that is listening, and love me, but just love the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
you gotta love me, just like us, right? Can you drop a coffee on?
Like me enough to bring me a cup of coffee. How about that?
Yeah,
said Qiana.
Please.
So I went to the Sanderland Center.
Okay.
Again, you know how we moving and grooving, mapping assets. checking traps and you know what I mean, building. And Sanderland Center, man, they got a lot of good stuff happening over there. I don't know if y'all been over there lately, but shout out to Dr. Collins, Dr. Celeste Collins and her team. Dexter McCree, Pastor McCree is over there now. And they got a lot of good stuff happening. So, man, y'all stop by I'm talking about youth programs, adult programs. They got a food pantry. They partner with USF. They have a mobile, that's what they call it, mobile, like a clinic. And so when you pull up and you see that van, that RV,
I be there almost every day.
Okay, there you have it.
Wednesday through Friday.
Okay, so that mobile clinic, man, like full clinic, like for real, just pull up, go in, and they doing everything with vaccinations. Wait, happy. so they
might be.
No, they said they can't do that. They're not doing vaccinations right now.
And is it free?
It's income based. Yeah, so if your income, it could be.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be.
And it could not be.
And it could not be. But it's gonna be nominal though. It's not
it's not like you going in there and getting like a.
Yeah, it ain't the ER where you finna go in there and get a bill and anything. But I mean, they had they gave me the tour.
Speaking of ER bill,
right? Speaking of ER,
and they'll call you too.
Right. Oh yeah, they trying to get it now. So but yeah, check out the Sanderland Center, man. A lot of stuff happening for children, adults, and then they renting out the offices. And so Dress for Success is one of the offices there. Banyan Tree. Shout out to J. Carl Divine. He's over there. League of Women Voters is in there. They have like multiple groups. I'm calling names and I know I'm gonna forget somebody, but it's a lot of good stuff happening over at the Sanderland Center.
It's so we always have so much great stuff going on here.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes,
also on the 21st.
Okay.
We have the pajama party.
I saw that.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What that about?
We're partying with a purpose.
Okay.
Get your tickets. We got tables for sale. Wear your pajamas, and we are adopting families. We've already adopted Louise Graham Center.
Okay.
That's the center for people that's disabled.
Okay.
They gave us our list. To be honest, the things they want.
It makes you grateful.
It makes you grateful. I was looking at the list. Somebody wanted a Backstreet Boys CD.
Okay.
I went on Amazon and looked at it. Well, my friend looked at it because I was going through the list, and she said it's $5.
Right, for the Backstreet Boys CD. Yeah.
Coloring books.
Yeah.
Puzzles, things like the whole. It's 40 people.
Okay.
The whole center probably costs you like $250 to get almost everything everybody wants.
And you actually filling their list too, right?
Yeah, we're filling their list.
Yeah.
And then we got a family of 6 so far. So we're looking at doing about 4 families.
Okay.
Plus Louise Graham. We're asking the community to come out. And we'll give you a list if you want to purchase the things on there. Just grab it and bring it in.
Okay.
The pajama party is from 7 to 11. It's gonna be at Savant's on 2nd.
That's a good spot, man. Yeah.
We've been a party.
Yeah, that's a good spot too, because you got like the inside and the outside. Outside might be, I don't know how this weather looking right now. I mean, we still got a couple weeks out though. We 3 weeks out.
Well, I mean,
2.5 maybe.
If you've never been to Savant's, it's like 3 areas.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't make it outside because it's cold, it's enough.
It's inside. Oh yeah.
That,
it's a nice spot. It's a nice spot,
so
man.
Yeah, get your tickets. Tell your friend. If you want to be an official sponsor and get a family, let us know. Elite Tires have already hopped on.
Okay.
So they're gonna be one of like the official sponsors.
Okay.
To purchase some stuff for the families. So we're excited about that.
That's what I'm talking about. We excited about this community reentry.
Points I want to hit, y'all.
We got this. Go ahead, King Jack.
First of all, for the Sanderland Center, you have to be a nonprofit to get a building in there.
Okay.
So they really was intentional about bringing these resources, because I tried to put a tax office over there. Like, no, you're not a nonprofit.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay.
Second of all, the Savant is nice. We just had our Thanksgiving holiday party there.
Okay.
The Urban League. Good choice.
It is.
And third, ladies, y'all need to put on y'all fabric when y'all come to this party. Don't be coming in there with the see-through stuff.
See-through pajamas.
This is not Halloween.
Yeah.
This is a pajama party.
A Christmas pajama party. It's not a lingerie party. It's a pajama party.
Not your nice
Oh.
I'm just doing it. I knew it. We're not turning anybody around. No, we're not turning anybody around. Knew it. Renee said she wearing her sexy pajamas.
All right, that's what started. Y'all gonna listen in now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get with the fellas and we gonna show out now.
I had a thought, but I'm not gonna say it.
Like, kid and play house party, how the fellas chat.
Oh.
Hey.
Y'all gonna lose.
House party.
Y'all. Girls, women, whatever. Y'all gonna lose.
You must don't know. You know the voice of the people start with MC Hammer. Come on, man. What you talking about right now?
It sounds like a good challenge.
It's a challenge.
Get your crew together and get mine.
Challenge. That's all.
Oh, we are too.
Right? So the community reentry experience also, December 12th, we're getting a lot of momentum for that too. So if you haven't RSVP, go to d7speaks.com and you'll be able to find the link to the community reentry experience. December 12th is 12/12 at 12.
12/12 at 12.
12/12 at 12. It's going to be catered by Amina's Catering. She's putting together a nice menu for us. So we're going to have the luncheon at noon and then the simulation at 2. And that lunch panel is going to be King Jab is on that panel.
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Mahoney, he's the like a higher up in the Florida Department of Corrections. Mm-hmm. We got a couple academics and policymakers. So it's going to be a well-rounded panel discussion, and man. Where's it going to be at the Center for Health Equity. Okay. 2333 34th Street South. So make sure that you tap into that. And then there's a historic gas plant community benefits agreement meeting on December 13th. I got to post this yet. I haven't put it on the page yet, but you'll be able to see it this afternoon. But it's December 13th at the Coliseum. So the people have been chosen for the Community Benefit Agreement Advisory Council and Committee. And so now we're going to start having these public input meetings to really talk about community benefits around the stadium. So that's going to be December 13th, next Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And so make sure that y'all tap into that as well. Yeah. Lots of opportunities, man, to get in the game.
$6.5 billion, y'all.
Come on, man.
Yeah. $6.5 billion. They finna drop down there. So you talking about community benefit agreements. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We need to touch at least 3 of that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Billy, you know what I mean? Because you ain't gonna be able to live here if you don't. So just figure it out.
For real. Just touch that. And then also the Healthy St. Pete. We still doing the food action plan meetings. And so we're encouraging everybody to make sure that you go to that, raise your voice. Here's the thing, 10 years from now, we don't want you to look back and say, how did we get here? Why they put that there? Or why that ain't here? Like what you see 10 years from now is going to be based upon what we do today. And so make sure that you're a part of it. You're showing up, you're participating, you're getting engaged, man. This Healthy Food Action Plan is focused on 16 different census tracts. They're targeting areas that have high poverty rates and limited access to healthy food options, aka food deserts, and also addressing the restricted food retail, transportation issues, nutrition education. It's a lot happening. And so the next meeting is going to be December 11th at 6:30, and that's going to be at the Enoch Davis Center. And then December 13th, they have a virtual session. And then the last one is going to be January 9th at 6 o'clock at the Campbell Park Rec Center. For more information, you can visit healthystpetefl.com and get that info.
And they listen to you.
Yeah, they did.
They listen for everybody to be like, oh, the meat is too early.
Yeah.
The meat is too late.
Yeah.
These meat is so colorful.
Right. It's a meat for everybody.
But the play behind that mean they finna make a play. So you better get there. I'll be there.
Yeah. And it's what I was telling them. So, the mayor, mayor's on tour to bring City Hall to the community was Tuesday. Shout out to District 7, the most engaged, most well intended. Yeah, D7. The D7 change makers showed up and showed out. So thank y'all for that. I appreciate y'all coming through.
We appreciate you coming through for D7 because since the day that you stepped in office, you've done exactly what you said you was going to do, and probably even more.
Yeah, it's been a little bit more.
You really have. You show up for your people. Even without them asking, when they ask, you come in, you really gathering the information, you're really making a change. The 49th Street
Yeah.
You in the mix of all of that, getting all of that stuff done. Child's Park. I mean, it just kind of goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So I know that, like, listen, next year is an election.
It is.
I know.
What have you done for me lately?
Dun, 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 dun.
We'll be singing it all up there, y'all. I'm coming. What have you done for me? Gotta tell you, I'm coming.
So, like,
we're going up the steps. We're going up the steps.
We're going to do the tail of the tape, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if I know you're gearing up, this is early.
It is.
It is very early. I know, like, you ain't even put your...
Not yet, but look, we got, we're going to do it.
But when you do
we're going to do it.
Listen,
and I need y'all help. So,
and this is what I'm telling you.
Y'all going to be tired of me for real when we do it, though, because it's going we taking off. So, follow that. So what you can do right now is tap in, go to D7 Speaks, join the list, get on the list, because it's a lot of stuff that's flowing and we want it to be a two-way flow. So we got some surveys, we got some inputs, we got some information that we're sharing, and we just want to make sure that everybody's getting what they need in order to make the decisions that need to be made.
So more people are hopping on.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. If anybody knows where the station is and y'all driving down,
okay,
somewhere close, bring me some coffee.
Okay. Oh, we about to get a whole breakfast now, right?
Would you rather?
Okay.
Hold
on.
This morning.
I'm because you ain't got your coffee. After I drink this coffee, it's whatever.
Would you rather eat or not eat? Is that what it is?
Would you rather have chicken and waffles?
Okay.
Or nothing at all. Actually, Hicks Hot Chicken, right? Who's coming in at the second hour? They're gonna be cooking chicken and waffles for us.
On site.
On site.
Ooh.
Fresh chicken and waffles. Yesterday, I went to their grand opening.
You finna have me break my discipline though, because I've been doing good too since I got sick. I've been like on my, but I'm finna eat me some chicken waffle this morning.
Me too, man. I was working out. I got me a gym membership. I done pulled them up in my back. I'm like, like it's a whole bunch going on over here with the old man game.
I'm telling you, man. Look, you got to be a little more intentional. But you said you was at the soft grand opening.
Oh, great people.
Okay.
Amazing. Like the food was really good. The staff was very personable. They're doing the grand opening on Saturday.
Okay.
The 8th, which would be West Shore.
The 9th. That's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh, today the 8th.
Yep.
Tomorrow the 9th. Yes. So yes, if y'all get a chance, y'all in Tampa, y'all should pull up on them. But they're gonna talk about all of that. So I'm excited about it.
Fancy Nancy. Shout out to Fancy Nancy, man. D7 change maker in the building, y'all.
Shout out to both of y'all, because like for real, like that 49th Street Business District, like that's something that we can actually touch. Like it's a tangible thing.
Right.
Like, people give us dreams. You know, you can sell somebody a dream or an idea.
Yeah.
This is tangible. So I appreciate the work y'all have done together. And
here's how it started. It was one of those.
It
started like, I'm glad you asked. Met Fancy Nancy. She, hit me with, how everybody do. Just let me know whatever it is I could do to help. I was like, I got this idea. I want to do this thing on 49. She, okay, just let me know. A few months passed. We didn't really, connect. But then when we did connect, I was like, okay, so I'm ready to do this thing. What's up? And you see what's happening. like it's so many people that tell you, hey man, just let me know. But she was like, let me know. And when I let her know, she was like, okay, I got it. And I'm on. And she been on fire, man. And I'm so grateful.
That I don't know where she get the time to do the things that she do.
She make it.
She do.
She make it.
If you ask Fancy to show up, come, do anything, she coming.
She make time.
So if anybody know Nancy, and she's one of the people who don't really ask for much. Right? She come for your birthday. She always give like some of the best gifts for your birthday. And when you see her,
I gotta remember that.
I learned something.
I gotta remember that. I ain't getting that for my birthday. Not for my birthday.
But if you want somebody who deserves just something, just because Fancy Nancy is one of those people,
she is.
That she deserves a gift of just because.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Show out for all her people.
Thank you, Nancy, for what you do.
And I, you know me, I appreciate you getting in the trenches because that's what people be scared of.
Yeah,
getting in them trenches.
And she go anywhere.
Like,
she go anywhere.
Well, her knee
I
is
love
not
it. She go
the age
anywhere.
that it's supposed to be.
She be in the spot, and it's like, okay, you there too? Yeah, and that's exactly what we need her to be. Like, we need representation in these spaces, and she going into these spaces, man. And like I said, I really appreciate it, and we trying to duplicate her and others. So again, D7 Speaks, man. Y'all tap in.
And while you saying duplicated, her and King Jab have their fingerprint business. So like, so if you're looking for somebody, if you're a CNA, work in any healthcare field, if you want to volunteer at your kid's school,
no, go volunteer at your kid's
school. Not if you want to,
because them other people is
right, but you need to get your fingerprints. You could go to either one of these businesses and get it done.
Right on.
Very quick.
Right on. Let's do this while we got a second before we got a few minutes. But I want to do this day in history.
Okay, go ahead.
So on December 8th, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln offers a conciliatory plan for the reunification of the United States with his proclamation of amnesty and reconstruction. Sound good, don't it?
That sound like.
But it was horrible. It was horrible.
You said it sound like butter, but go ahead.
It was horrible.
Horrible.
Like horrible is how
but it's
horrible. HAWRable. Because what he did, so it was clear at this point that they needed to do something to start preparing for after the war, right? It was being clear that they was going to win. So basically, in short terms, what it did was the plan was easy for most Southerners to accept, because what he did, he said, first of all, it allowed for the full pardon and restoration of property to all who were engaged in the rebellion, with the exception of the highest ranking Confederate officers and military leaders. So you think about this. You took up arms, you came against the government, basically committed treason against your government, right? Because you said you want to succeed. They went to war. So now they changed it and called it a rebellion. That's the first part of it, right? But he said that they was given a full pardon and a restoration of property to all who engaged in the rebellion. Well, what's property? Us.
Because the whole, they said, but the higher rankings, and the higher rankings were the generals is the one that wound up owning the plantation.
Exactly. So that was the
maybe
first.
I'm wrong.
No, that was the first part.
All the plantations was really owned by, like, a lot of the plantations.
That's why they was fighting so
higher ranking. That's why they were fighting. Like, I'm not going to lose my
property, my income, my whole existence.
I need all my
right. I need all of that. So that was the first part that was wrong with it. Secondly, it allowed for a new state government to be formed when 10% of the eligible voters had taken an oath of allegiance to the United States. So that means 90% don't have to do it. Just 10% of the eligible voters in the state say, you know what? Yeah, we with y'all. We put our hand on the Bible.
People wasn't even eligible to vote back then. At least black women.
Yeah. So another flaw in it. The third, Southern states admitted in this fashion were encouraged to enact plans to deal with formerly enslaved people so long as their freedom was not compromised. But a lot of them plans is where you started seeing Jim Crow. That's where Jim Crow came in. It's like, okay, y'all say y'all free, but y'all can't come over here. You can't go over there. Sharecropping became a big thing at that point.
That's where they issued in the sharecropping.
Right, because you didn't get land.
I just watched a documentary on that.
Because what happened, you free somebody, right? And they got nowhere to go. And so they saying, okay, well, what do we do now? Well, I guess we just stay here. You see what I'm saying? And so they basically flipped and retold the arrangement. So it's like, yeah, you can stay here, but now you got to pay me to do what you was doing when you was a slave. Right,
because you're on your land, right. And we gonna rent you the tools. So now if you need to plow and all that.
Yeah.
But what's this?
Who does this sound like right now?
You tell me.
You don't have to say it, because if you you said it's express. Doesn't it sound like your governor that said that slave benefited from?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said that.
Oh, he's talking about Deaf Saint.
Yeah, he said it. He said it.
Did he say they benefited from slavery? They got tools.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's the same. I can't. Oh, you know what? I'm not.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
I'm not gonna say what I'm finna say because I'm not. But yeah, and he fought real hard to take just the black images out of our schools. Like, y'all think about the critical race theory, but it went way deeper than that. Like, the teacher can't have Bob Marley on the wall in the classroom. The administrators was coming in taking out the pictures of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Like, yeah, it was like that.
That's that backlash because you had people taking down Confederate generals, right? Like the Confederate monuments and statues of these high-ranking officials that didn't get pardoned. So everybody except for them got pardoned. They didn't get pardoned. They got statues and monuments and memorials and carvings on the side of mountains to
military bases named after them.
Yeah, come on, man. Schools, right?
Schools.
Come on, man.
Okay. All right,
But that
he said he was out free. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
keep going.
But that was a part of the series, though. Man, side eye for real. But that was a part of the what was kicked off on December 8th, 1863, as a part of his proclamation of amnesty and reconstruction. They said that it limited emancipation, freedom depending on state plans. And so the proclamation allowed Southern states to form new governments when 10% of eligible voters took an oath of allegiance to the United States. However, it encouraged these states to handle the issue of formerly enslaved people as they saw fit, as long as their freedom was not compromised. This approach left the fate of emancipated individuals in the hands of the people who were previously their owners.
So you can find out they was free until June.
Yeah, until Juneteenth.
So basically, y'all, everybody, adults, everybody 18 plus, watch. I know y'all going to want to vote, but it's one policy like that can send us reeling for decades. That's exactly very important. Like as of right now, because it's a lot of policies trying to be implemented.
Yep.
And we got to look at what's going to really happen to and for us. You know what I mean? That's very important.
It's a big election coming up for 2024. It's a president.
There's a lot of stuff is going to be on the ballot.
It's a lot of stuff that's going to be on the ballot, and it's going to be overwhelming.
Yep.
And you need to vote for more than just your president.
And here's what I'm learning. Here's what I would like to encourage y'all. But that was this day in history. It's a little bit more that we can say on that, but I think y'all get the point, man. It's very important that you be engaged, be involved, and then as we celebrating. I was actually just reading a book and somebody said that Abraham Lincoln was one of the greatest presidents ever. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? But I digress. So grab the book, read the information, and we want to let you know that the book of the day of history, is brought to you by the Barbershop Book Club. It helps to motivate kids by offering them a free book with their haircut and a free haircut. As a matter of fact, as long as you read a book while you're doing it. So follow Central Station Barbershop and Barbershop Book Club on Facebook and get that information.
Go there, get your kids' haircut. They're trying to give you your own home library. You will get a total of 24 books.
Okay.
That's what you're trying to fill it up. 24 books.
So make sure that you do that, man.
Fill it out. Read to have the kids read. They take their book home and you start a whole library. And I think that is important.
So the brother he's trying to fill up your brain as he removed the landscaping because this new hair that some of these kids got is ancestral nap. So I should. Like my grandson got ancestral naps.
Yeah, my grandson got Dacom. You comb one nap, Dacom another one. You got that Dacom, boy. You got that Dacom. Just keep on coming. So did y'all see Darien close? Oh, okay. So
people had a lot of complaints. They was acting real nasty. It was us.
Okay.
I had a situation there. I've heard other people had a situation there. And I think us as black people need to stop caring, man. Don't nobody care.
Okay.
Y'all gone, y'all got y'all money, y'all ain't selling us, so what?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Emotional ties to that, man. Like for real. Like and it's other people that's gonna agree with me. Oh yeah, I went there. They was nasty to me that time. So we don't
voice of the people. I never had that experience, but I tell you, when I stopped going, when they changed ownership, this might have been like 2015, 2016. They changed, and we used to go get get them Sundays in the cup.
Yeah.
But they got to make the cup smaller, but the price was the same. And I'm like, wait a minute, I ordered and this is what we
under new management.
Yeah. So under new management, them cups got smaller, but the prices stayed the same. So
closed.
So now they closed. Yeah, they said
and
that.
On 9th Street or 4th Street.
Yeah, 9th Street.
I thought it was 9th Street.
Yeah, but they said it opened in 1947 as a Dairy Queen, and then the name was changed in 1969 after new owners at that time they didn't want to pay the Dairy Queen franchise fee. Mm-hmm. That's when it became Dairy Inn. Mm-hmm. They had a broad menu for a while, and then when the new owners came, they trimmed up the menu. I guess they also did something with their customer service. And it looked like at one point that they was doing some renovations and they was finna rebrand and come back out.
Money around.
Yeah, because they looked like they were trying to do something and ended up not and hit it. Got that PPP money, painted and put some stuff up, and it was over.
Now we can do something else.
I'm trying to tell you.
So, also in the news, a heated argument in St. Petersburg took a bizarre turn as James Anthony May, 52, allegedly bit off a portion of another man's ear.
We had a Mike Tyson situation.
The incident unfolded on Central Avenue at 11:31 p.m. last Saturday, resulting in the permanent disfigurement of the victim's ear. They was engaged in a dispute. It led to a violent altercation. The aggressor reportedly attacked the victim, biting his ear, causing severe and permanent disfigurement. There was a partial detachment. His ear was partially detached from his head, with the tip of the damaged lobe bitten off during the altercation. Basically, again, it just kind of highlights, man, when you out there in these streets and you bumping into people and you getting into something, you got to be ready for whatever.
I'm glad you said that because we got a couple of minutes. Remember the shooting at Ybor City?
Mm-hmm.
You could have easily bit that man ear instead of shot him. Because I'm going to judge this man is not guilty. But go ahead and proceed. Because I'm going to go back to hand-to-hand combat. Because we want to shoot. But if you let somebody come up on you and bite your ear, you lost.
Where's our views? The views expressed
That's all.
on this program.
You should, like, your mouth wrote the check. You couldn't cash it.
Yeah.
The man grabbed your bitch ear off. He didn't shoot you.
Yeah.
You get to go home. You just said, wow.
He didn't shoot you.
You could have.
Like, we got to bring it back to slapping with the glove or challenge or something. Bro, like, we getting too soft, man. There's nothing wrong with people engaging in hand-to-hand combat.
No, there's nothing wrong.
And if
we're not promoting violence.
But if you do have to get violent, don't shoot nobody. Yeah.
Scuffle. Scuffle him up a little bit, man. Take a little piece of
remember
squab it out.
In Tampa.
Yeah.
That they had the ring at the, I don't know if they did.
Gloves up.
Gloves, and they were,
Yeah.
They fight it out. No harm, no foul. You keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes, a old-fashioned fight ain't nothing wrong with it.
When they came here, we destroyed that.
Yeah, that was the end of that. When they
the thing about that too is it was I wish we could have did it over here, but the thing about St. Peter's, our kids can't fight no more.
Yeah,
they can't. Look at your son; he can't fight.
Right.
Your son can't fight no more like how you used to fight.
But here's the thing: we used to practice fighting. Like,
exactly.
Like we practice fighting. We used to be like
now. They
so your uncle, you had a big uncle that'll show you how to hold your hands. Like you come home crying, saying you got bullied or whatever. They say, "Come here, boy." They take you around. They show you, how to develop your set.
You get tuck your chin.
Then you get with your homeboys as a pastime. You slap boxing in the street. Like that was a part of the culture. Was using your hands, and then something changed where nobody ain't doing that.
Y'all already know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
When my goddaughter came home, they said that somebody was bullying her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, come on.
Again, we're not advocating violence.
No, we're we're just telling you to protect yourself.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah.
But go back to what I'm saying, Ybor City. It's a 14-year-old boy who's being charged with murder.
And they celebrating the fact that they charging him as an adult because they want to send like a strong message is what they were saying. And I'm like, okay. All of these studies and all of this stuff that show you that like your brain ain't fully developed until you like 25, 26 years old, but you're going to charge a 14-year-old as an adult, lock them up. That's a whole nother conversation we got to have.
They don't care. Their goal is to lock him up.
Yeah.
They don't realize that this 14-year-old,
giving them life sentences.
Once he gets to prison,
it's
because he can't fight.
Yeah.
He can't defend himself.
And he's a child.
This man is finna be attacked.
Yeah.
Possibly molested. All type of things. Like he finna be traumatized. I don't look at that part of it.
And they call that justice in America.
Yeah. No, there's something else. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Pastor Fred Gilmore. Right. You're gonna be Pastor Fred Gilmore. Right. You guys are supposed to be interviewing my son this morning, I believe.
Okay.
Hot chicken chick in Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for calling, Pastor. We got like 2 minutes before we take a break and then bring your son on. So what's on your mind?
Okay, yeah. I just want to give them a shout out. They doing good, man, and I thank you guys for hosting me this morning.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Thank you for calling. He over there like, Pops, come on now.
You're popping.
Hey, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him, I'm proud of him.
That's right. That's
went from New Jersey to Tampa, Florida. That's all right.
Yes, what's up? Thank you for calling.
Yes. How can I hear you guys live?
99jamstheberg.com.
99.1.
Yep. You can go on the internet or on your phone. Just go to 99jamstheberg.com and then it's a button that says listen live.
Okay, let me do that now.
Okay.
If you're on Facebook, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, you'll be able to see them because we're live on there.
Okay, Facebook. Okay, let me do that right now.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
That's what parents do.
Yeah, of course, especially when you're children doing it right. So I wanted to say this real quick too, because I know we talked about it. This is going back to like 2020, y'all. So now we're gonna fast forward 3 years later. In the 2 minutes or a minute and a half we got. In response to the challenges in recruitment, the U.S. Army is taking an unconventional approach by reaching out to soldiers who were previously discharged for what? Refusing the COVID vaccine. So remember when they was kicking people out if they didn't take the shot? They saying we were just playing, come on back now. The Army has sent letters to approximately 1,900 active duty soldiers who were separated for vaccine refusal, instructing them how to rejoin. This initiative is part of the COVID mandate recession process. So as of January 2023, the Department of Defense memo rescinded the vaccination requirement for service members, allowing those who refuse the vaccine to seek religious, administrative, and medical accommodations. The memo emphasizes continued encouragement for vaccination. However, because they're facing a crisis, falling short of their goals on recruitment, to address this, they've actually revived their Be All You Can Be campaign, and they're reaching out to people who were previously discharged because of their refusal to take the vaccine.
So what I'm going to say is, if you like kick them out and now you're revising it, are you going to pay them for all their back pay?
Right. Who make these decisions? Like
shit, I think that if you're going to say, oops, my bad.
Right.
Oops, my bad. They pay checks.
Retroact me.
Yeah, because that was like a big deal when they did that, man.
Motivation, boy. That'll motivate you.
That'll motivate you.
And the thing about it is like I like my realm, man, in this realm of life right now is who are the supposedly smart people that make these decisions.
Right.
And if you made a decision right now, you're not going to take this shot, we're going to kick you out. Like that was a brash decision. To stand upon.
But they did that in every industry, like almost every industry. So we're gonna have to talk about this a little bit later.
Right.
Tony Wells made a good point when made a comment about the teens doing the guns. We could talk about that on the next hour, maybe after we do our chicken waffles and, because they coming on and I'm ready.
Right on.
If y'all here, y'all know, listen, I still want coffee, orange juice, water, whatever.
Bring the coffee with y'all. So look, we're going to take a real quick break. For those who are on the radio, you'll hear some news. And for those who are on Facebook, you'll be able to see some advertisements. You guys can check out the D7 newsletter. And we'll be right back in about 6 minutes with Chef Freddie Gilmore, man. Talk about the good work that he's doing in the community.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hello, St. Pete. Welcome to the District 7 newsletter. We're back with more updates and opportunities for you to get involved. Let's dive into the latest news. Healthy Food Action Plan. The City of St. Petersburg is introducing a new program called the Healthy Food Action Plan, aimed at addressing the social, environmental, economic, and physical aspects of food access and security in St. Pete through programs, projects, partnerships, and policies. The Healthy Food Action Plan project is funded by federal funds to the city through the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA, and will be operated by Healthy St. Pete, a division of the city's Parks and Recreation Department. The Healthy Food Action Plan will focus specifically on 16 census tracts designated by the city as healthy food priority areas. In-person meetings will be held November 28, 9:30 a.m. and December 11, 6:30 p.m. at the Frank Pierce and Enoch Davis Centers, respectively. For information on the program and to register for a virtual session, visit healthystpetefl.com for details.
Water shortage notice. Due to the current drought conditions, the Southwest Florida Water Management District has issued a modified Phase 1 water shortage order that includes the city of St. Petersburg. The order goes into effect on December 1, 2023. This order comes after significantly below normal rainfall, reduced river levels, and increasing water supply concerns. To help conserve water, the city is shifting to a temporary watering restriction of once a week. This restriction applies to properties watering with potable, city, water from private wells, or private connections to surface water sources, lakes, ponds, etc. Additionally, residents should adjust their irrigation timer to ensure the settings are correct, as restriction enforcement activities will continue to be enhanced. This order goes into effect on December 1st and is expected to stand until July 1st, 2024. Please ensure all water systems are properly set up and prepare for an adjusted watering schedule.
Mayor's City Hall on Tour. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of the Mayor's City Hall on Tour on December 5th at 6 p.m. at Childs Park Recreation Center. Engage in meaningful discussions about local issues, share your thoughts, and connect with Mayor Ken Welch and other city leaders. It's a chance to have your voice heard and actively contribute to the dialogue shaping our community.
PSTA Community Bus Plan Survey. Calling all Pinellas County residents. Your voice is a crucial factor in shaping the future of our transit system. Participate in the PSTA Community Bus Plan Survey at bit.ly/envisionpsta to share your insights and ideas. Mark your calendars for the upcoming public workshop on December 12th, located at Enoch Davis Center, 1111 18th Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida 33705, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Together, let's actively contribute to the development of a transit system that truly mirrors the needs and preferences of our community.
The Community Reentry Experience. Get ready to embrace second chances at the Community Reentry Experience on December 12 at 12 p.m., hosted by Council Member Mohammed and community partners. Join us to actively support reentry initiatives, engage in discussions about challenges, and walk a mile in the shoes of a returning citizen during our reentry simulation. Mark the date on your calendar and be part of making a positive impact. The Community Reentry Experience is on December 12 at 12 p.m. at the Center for Health Equity, 2333 34th Street, South St. Petersburg. Save the date and make a difference.
South St. Petersburg CRA Microfund Program. Starting December 14, the city will reopen the application period for the South St. Petersburg CRA Microfund Program. The program provides businesses located in the South St. Petersburg Community Redevelopment Area with funding as well as personalized capacity building through education, mentoring, and networking. This support allows businesses within the South St. Pete CRA to make targeted improvements without having to provide upfront capital. This marks the second application period for the South St. Petersburg CRA Microfund Program. Earlier this year, the city awarded $440,000 to more than 50 small businesses and startups in the South St. Petersburg CRA through the program. More than $1.35 million will be distributed over multiple cohort periods in the coming months. Visit www.d7speaks.com to read more about the program and how to apply.
City of St. Pete's Renter's Guide. For renters in need of guidance, the city presents the Comprehensive Renter's Guide as your go-to resource. This guide offers crucial support in preventing evictions, understanding tenant protections, and successfully navigating the intricacies of the rental landscape. Valuable insights await you, so make sure to download your guide at d7speaks.com. Your journey to stress-free renting starts here. Download your guide at d7speaks.com for valuable insights.
Pinellas County School Quality Survey. Calling all Pinellas County families. Your opinion matters. Participate in the Pinellas County School Quality Survey for parents by December 22, 2023. Your feedback is crucial for creating a better educational experience. Visit www.d7speaks.com to take the survey, then share the survey link with fellow parents and stay tuned for exciting improvements ahead. Let's build a brighter future for our schools together.
This concludes our news and updates for this week. Stay informed, St. Pete. Like, share, and subscribe to our newsletter for more updates by visiting www.d7speaks.com.
Hamas killed you, unquote. Another former hostage whose husband remained.
And
just like that,
we are back.
We are back. We are back.
Well, I ain't ready.
You ready? Look, you right here. Look, right on time. And we want to welcome you back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
This is Qiana.
This King Jab, the voice of the people.
Yeah, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool. This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That?
Yeah, and we do this because we understand that smart is
new gangster.
The only gangster. Yeah,
the only gangster.
New and only.
The new and only, because, boy, y'all giving us bad representation out here as being the OGs.
Right. Ooh.
Bad representation.
Yeah. But I mean, most OGs got jobs in school and businesses, and some of them building houses now. So
but you know what? We was talking about it yesterday.
It's them 25-year-old OGs though.
But they looking at us.
Yeah.
See,
okay.
So the 25 to 35-year-old OGs is looking at us.
Okay.
And the ones younger than them looking at them.
15-year-old.
So the representation that we give is still falling back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It trickles back down now.
No, it's true. This is true. So be a good example, y'all.
We gotta get these guns from our children.
Yeah.
Tony Wells says an 11-year-old shot 2 of his teammates at football practice with his mother's gun that was in a shoebox.
So he bought the 5 from and popped 2 of his
in her car.
And listen, this all comes from first and foremost, this has been happening for years. I probably don't think the statistics have changed.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reporting of it has changed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like people, it's been happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so it's just the visual, the
coverage
being seen now more. You know what I mean? With social media and all these things is being seen now more. But I really believe that first thing as black people, we
pause before you say that. It's smelling so good in here. But go.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's that waffle. Ooh, you can open up your science. But we
Breakfast Club getting breakfast today, y'all. Mm-hmm. Chef Freddie doing his thing too.
I think it's the first time we ever had breakfast on this show. This is impeccable.
He bringing the breakfast to us because
I don't even want to say that. I was going to say what you said.
we got breakfast with the Breakfast Club and Chef Freddie, man. And it do smells amazing.
And if y'all bring Qiana some coffee, we might slide you a little small side plate.
Might be able to get you a little something on the bike end. On the bike end. So while they still working and they doing this thing, and I want to get to this Ask Qiana that we had.
Oh wait, because I cut off Jab.
Okay, talk about that, Jab.
Go ahead.
No, what you talking? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Because I be going into the views expressed. Proceed, please.
All right.
Proceed. Yes, indeed. Okay.
I am not offended.
So we're gonna do this Ask Qiana real quick. And here we go. Hello, Qiana. First, I appreciate your response to my husband's message earlier this week.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Coming back after almost 5 years. This is for those who don't know. So on Monday we had a letter from a husband saying that his wife came home after 5 years.
Oh, from prison.
From prison. She came home from prison after 5 years, and like she been like a tyrant, basically. Like she really giving it to him. The children, like complaining because they saying she just like doing too much. And she like extra, right?
It's count time, man. Y'all stand up. It's 4:00. Everybody stand up and tell me your number.
So this is her response. That's what I'm saying. This is the first. That's why I said we got to do this one because it's the first. It's the first. So she said, coming back after almost 5 years, I noticed my kids and even my husband may sometimes perceive my expectations as extra. However, he spoiled them rotten and lets them get away with murder. They don't have regular chores. They didn't have a bedtime. My son won't take out the trash if we don't ask him. And when we do, he gets an attitude. My husband is great, but my daughter has him wrapped around her finger and she knows it. So for me, it's about instilling structure, responsibility, and accountability. With that being said, how do you strike a balance between setting standards and allowing room for adjustment, especially when returning home after a long period of absence? And now I'm seen as the bad guy. Your insights were helpful. I appreciate what you said on Monday. Your continued insights would be helpful. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
No,
but to be honest, it's just going to go back to the same thing that I said on Monday.
Okay.
Is that you two have to get on the same page. You got to think you were missing in 5 years when anybody has a missing parent, usually the other parent that's there overdue to compensate for what they're missing. So yes, your children may be a tad bit spoiled. Your husband knew at this point that they did not have their mother.
Okay.
And so he overdid to compensate your absence. And now that you're here, this is going to be a new normal for y'all. And so y'all two have to get on the same page and realize the roles have changed. Your husband at this time has been playing mom and dad.
Ooh.
So now he has to learn how to relinquish some of that control and then let you help put that structure in.
Okay.
Because he had to play both roles. So now it becomes y'all partnership becomes the first one. So I'm going to say this, put your oxygen mask on first. So that's y'all relationship.
Okay.
Y'all get on the same page. Like, okay, we're going to make sure that the kids have chores. It's going to be hard for your husband, just like it's hard for you to see them sitting there not doing nothing.
For real. That's what she said too. She was like, they perceive not as extra, but he spoiled them rotten and let them get away with murder. I can see that. Right. And that wasn't in his letter though. It's just amazing to me. Like we got like some back and forth with the Ask Qiana.
But really, y'all just really got to get on the same page, and then now you start to implement the new change into the household. It's gonna be a new change anytime a new person is introduced or returned back in. Things don't stay the same.
Right.
And
she was gone for 5 years, and this is kind of going back to Monday. It said that I think they 9 and 12, but they were like 4 and 7 when she left, and now they 9 and 12 now, and so that gap for them 5 years is also like something to consider. King Jab, what's your thoughts, man? I see you, Jab.
And let me say, ma'am, the daughter's gonna have the husband wrapped around his finger regardless.
For one, the husband,
and she know it.
The husband needs to fall back. I think that it's kind of like a role reversal. And I hate to go with the gender role situation, but he has to fall back and become a leader.
Ooh, my goodness.
Oh
man!
You want to make somebody forget what they were talking about?
Yeah. Yes, chef. Wow.
Okay, so before I
hold on, we gotta take pictures, video. We gotta like.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
So husband, I want you to fall back a little bit because thank you. Hey, thank you. I was.
Oh, you got to right there.
Husband, the wife is trying to actually put the household back in order to where it will fit your liking.
Okay.
It's kind of hard. She's coming from a structured environment, so to come home and see unstructured is hard for her. But I think that you should let us do that and fall back. When you talking about being a leader, you got to duplicate yourself. So you got to let your wife lead the household, and then you be the leader of the whole household. You know what I mean? So yeah, and it's I appreciate her getting back.
Yeah,
because it's always two sides of the coin. That's like that's why therapy is needed.
Right,
right. Perspective, and he was like, "Oh no, she just hard," and she like, "Nah, y'all in here tripping." So yeah, I'm gonna get off that because I'm very much so distracted.
Yeah.
Did we bring the extra headset in?
We did it no more.
You don't need it no more, right?
I don't need no running around here.
Man, I'm trying to this is one of them days, man. Again, breakfast with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and we got Chef Freddie in the building. Do you have the intro for him? Are we going to do self-introduction?
Self-introduction.
All right.
Who came in and it's like, woo.
Yeah, welcome to the ride, Chef.
Hey, thank you for having me. Seriously, love the opportunity to speak on the brand. Coming here to Florida, first store opened up in Sarasota. Happy to be in the Tampa Bay St. Pete area. I'm just a Jersey boy that's trying to make it in life. Shout out to my parents for doing the right thing. My mentor, Mike Sorrego, my business partners, Anthony Sorrego, Dave Baer, Dave Wood, and then our newest franchisees opening up a store, the Boom Brothers. It takes a lot to open a franchise, and our dedication to our franchisees is what makes us all work. And then our dedication to the customer base that comes in is really what makes it all go around. So thank you, and love being here, and let's get it going.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. And so, thank you for your service. You're a military veteran.
Yes, sir.
And so, would you mind sharing some highlights from, maybe was like 14 years of service in the Navy?
Yes, sir. Almost 13 years, 10 months, and 25 days, I believe my mom broke it down to.
Okay.
The military was great. It was a stepping stone for me. The recession hit in 08, 09. Restaurant industry was getting a little slower. I always had dedication to community, want to dedicate myself to our country. Dedicating myself to our country was just a great opportunity. I loved it. I had a good ride. I was on 2 war vessels, deployed, had a great time, came back. I actually ended up working at the Pentagon for the second in charge of the Navy, worked my way over to National Defense University, and then also a catering chef for the White House. I had a great ride, and getting out was a little skeptical, but I had to realize that, I'm still serving our country. I'm still serving. I'm still giving opportunities, hiring people, taking care of the youngsters that may need some mentorship. We're serving the inner communities. And that's what HCK is all about, bringing people together, unity through food. No matter what your creed, your race, your gender, how you identify as a person, food can still bring you together, and we can show unity every day throughout, just one chicken at a time, So I always tell people success looks better with chicken in your hand.
God. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I think they can hear you fine. They just couldn't see you because of this microphone arm.
And I couldn't just say.
Okay, yeah. No, I see it. Look, we getting like some production cues. So
there we go.
So now they can see you good. It was this that was blocking the camera view. But no, that's amazing, man. And hearing about your culinary journey and like what really inspired you to transition from military service into like full-time franchisee and chef.
The inspiration came when the business opportunity came. I've always had an entrepreneur look on life. I've always wanted to do my own thing and create. Especially as a chef, right? Just being able to create and come up with things. And Food is love, right? And I tell people all the time, there's two things.
Man, it's love right here.
Right, that's love, right? I love that for you. I love that for you, man. That's great. This is what it's about for me, watching other people smile while they eat what we've created, right? And just seeing that happiness. And yeah, so entrepreneurship was just something that I've always been into. I've always had a side hustle going on, something, while I was in the military.
Right.
And it just came to a point where I had to decide, what am I doing? How am I leaving a legacy for my children? I have 2 beautiful daughters, 2 stepchildren. Soon to be. I'm getting married in February.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. So I had to decide what am I going to do for my family? How do I uplift them? We come from a single mom, in-house. My dad was around in my life as well, but raised by a single mom.
Right.
And I just want to give back to them and create opportunity for my brothers, my sisters, my kids, and just grow. So the military, I made rank pretty quick, and I kind of got to a point where I just wasn't happy anymore. I knew I had more in me. I knew God gave me another gift, and
right.
I did that for a third of my life, and I had to start doing some other things. And here I am, and I don't look back. So.
Oh yeah, and I mean, yeah, like we done had a lot of guests come through here.
So, as a Breakfast Club member,
you done raised the bar.
That has the food and beverage background, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be me.
Mm.
Man, listen. Yeah,
I appreciate that, sir. That means a lot.
I taste you together. When I taste each one separately,
yes, sir.
Both have a great flavor profile.
Yes, sir.
And I'm also like, there's only so much you can do with chicken. Very tender.
And it's crispy.
Got the crisp on it.
Yes, sir.
And it's easy to chew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's great job.
Thank you.
Look at that. We're getting on-air reviews.
Yeah, I'm definitely I want to be the Keith Lee around here, and I'll definitely, because it's time. I got people in Sarasota also. My family tree is from Sarasota.
Spread the word, man. That's what we need.
I definitely would purchase this. I actually kind of want to try your sauces over there.
Oh yes, sir. We have 4 different sauces.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave these here for you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I commend you for the franchise aspect of it. Just last week, I was, hey man, let's do this franchise. And the first thing I said in there is I will dedicate myself for 10 years because people don't know what it takes. I knew what it takes for me to present this. I said, okay, well, if we do this, I'm going to give y'all 10 years of my dedication.
Yes.
And I know the dedication and I know the business model that it takes to just even bring that. So I commend you guys,
absolutely,
like for real, because a franchise is doing the restaurant is one thing.
Yep.
But franchising is a whole nother ball game.
Oh yeah.
And it takes you out the kitchen into that food and beverage and that front office thing, you know what I mean? So great job. I like it. I have no complaints. So I'm gonna get off the mic.
No, so let's talk about. I want to talk about that franchise. So it's ACK Hot Chicken.
Sure.
Would you mind sharing some of like the key milestones and challenges, and really, how you've been able to accomplish such rapid growth in the time that you've been doing this?
Yeah. So, no problem. Rapid growth. I'll say. So I met my business partners, and we're just 3 guys that got after it. 2 of them had the idea during COVID. We're coming up with certain ideas. They needed a chef. I joined the team. We met in September of 2020 and opened our first stores November 15th of 2020. So that shows the dedication, the hard work, the being persistent, facing adversity.
For September 2020, everything was
exactly
like that was that was counterintuitive,
and that's what it's about, And so to your point, you're talking about franchising. I tell you, it's not for everybody. And neither is this industry.
This is real work.
It's work. It's work, right? And the reward is the customer base. The reward is seeing people being happy. The reward is not always going to be money. It's knowing that you executed daily your full potential that God has given you, right? And getting after it. Hard work works, and I tell people that all the time. At first it wasn't about the franchise. The customer base and the franchise model came to us. We saw we had something good. We saw we wanted to make a movement with unity through food. And we knew we had a process dialed in that could be duplicated any state we went to, and shout out to all the franchisees that trusted us that have opened stores already. It takes a lot for you to put up the money you put up to buy into our franchise.
Right.
we owe it all to them. We're nothing without them. Even more so, I'm nothing without my original crew that opened up HCK1. Nothing without my employees. Nothing without my business partners, and then the support that I get at home from my fiance, my mother, my sister, little brother, my brother-in-law have been by my side my whole time.
And your dad is over here.
And my dad has actually been to 2 of my openings. You know, he travels 3-4 hours when I open near New York. So the support that I've had from my family is impeccable and unmatched. And I love it. So that's one milestone, right? You have to have that support system. Absolutely. Because there's long hours, there's long days. There's sometimes no reward, right? But the reward is knowing you're doing better. Every day for yourself, for your family, for your franchisees and your customers.
You mentioned the philosophy, but I'd like to know, how do you see food as a tool for uniting people and
absolutely. Well, it's communion. You know, we can go back into biblical times, we can go back into Roman times, we can go back into the 50s when things were hard, right? People were making soups and just sharing a table over just some soup, some leftovers, right? It's bringing people together, and I think we need to push that. Again, no matter your skin color or what you believe in, food can bring you together. And we can realize that we all bleed red, and that, that's what it's really about. And food, like what we're doing right now, this is what it's about. You see this right here? We're communion, we're talking. It feels natural. It's from heart.
I'm telling you, you raised the bar.
Yeah. So this is
you right. You no longer can come into
from now on as a guest. You got to come with something.
This is what it's about for us. When and we're active owners, right? We're in the stores. We're still talking. We have 2 corporate stores. We're still in there talking to customers. We don't forget where we came from, right? Nothing's beneath us. If I got a dishwash, if the CEO of the company has to be a dishwasher for the day, if we're at the POS taking customers' orders, just meeting and greeting, we do what it needs to get done.
No restaurant runs without the dishwasher.
That's a fact. Back of the house all day. VOH, let's go. I love that. Let's go. VOH all day. Yes.
You got to do it all.
Yeah.
Listen, yesterday I went to the soft grand opening, and I was telling them it was so amazing. The excitement from the whole staff. Everybody wants to make sure.
You did say that.
Like,
she ain't just saying that because you're here. She said,
no.
It's from the time I got out the car and stepped up, it was like, hi. Yeah. Because we hadn't met in person yet. And then when I said to introduce, and it was like, I'm Hunter. And I'm like, I'm Qiana. Like, and then from there, the whole staff, like, and the food. So I had the macaroni and cheese bowl.
Put my foot in that. Put my foot in that. Right? What's understood doesn't need to be spoken about. Yes. So what's even better though is every customer of ours have worked hard for their money, right? You guys go, you work right, and you have you got to show that gratitude. You got to show that appreciation to that customer. I don't care if they're buying a side of fries for $3.99 or a catering order for $3,000. They get treated the same because they worked hard somewhere during the day, the last 40 hours of the week, to get that paycheck to come and. Out of all the restaurants they could go to that day, driving by, they decide to come to HCK Hot Chicken. And you got to show that appreciation. They got to feel the vibe. They got to feel the ambiance. They got to feel appreciated. Yeah. And you can change somebody's day. You could be having we're chefs are therapists. A restaurant is a therapy session too. You be having a bad day and you come out to eat at an HCK and we just changed your day.
Somebody walked up and didn't even know. And it was a couple. I was just sitting up there, and they was like, "What's going on?" And it was like this family and friends night. And they was like, "Oh, but we're not family and friends." And Hunter was like, "You family and friends?"
Hey, listen, shout out to Hunter Boone, man. This guy knows. I'll always be a back of the house guy, but this guy's front of the house experience is like nobody I've ever met. This guy knows how to talk to water and make it do things. Really? He is just so kind, genuine. And he loves people. He's all about networking. So Hunter Boone, just a great guy when it comes to what we're trying to, so in the restaurant industry, sometimes, food is good and the hospitality sucks, right? And HCK is about, food's at 100, hospitality's at 100. We're at 200 and we're just going to bring it together, and
great job. I'm like this
guy. Chef, like that's like one of the key elements. What he just said is, I'm gonna stay back here and hire somebody else to be the star up front,
right?
Because that's where I see a lot of restaurants fold.
Okay.
Right there, because the cook
trying to do the front of the house and
you can't do both.
And you talking to the customers like you talking to your fry cook.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem right there. You can't talk to your fry cook. See, that we got to change. We got to. See, I don't like that in the industry, right? So hospitality starts with how you treat your employees, because your employees, it's just like how you treat your kids. Your employees are a direct reflection of you, and you got to treat your employees with yes, you got to be stern. You have to set a standard, but you have to show appreciation, because then they go and show that customer appreciation. Right. If you treat them like garbage, they're not going to treat your customers right. Right. So if we sit there and curse at the fry cooks or get mad all the time, then what are we doing? We're showing them that that's okay.
Are you going to get sloppy food?
Of course, they're not going to care. No. They're not going to care, right? So you got to show them again. We're nothing. We're nothing with every fry cook that's in our corporate in the corporate stores or in the franchise stores, right? We're nothing without the dishwasher. We're nothing without the line cook, and they need to know that and feel appreciated, because that appreciation goes to show the customer appreciation, because when they're there, they're going to appreciate the customer, because that customer makes them get paid, and they got to understand that.
And they show up even during the hard times when people feel appreciated. I was in the restaurant business for 8 years, so it's hard work. I started as a server, and by the time I ended, I was the area manager of 11 restaurants. When you treat your people right, they show up for you when you need them.
Oh, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they feel appreciated.
Yep.
But like in any business, the head will tell you how the rest of the business is 100. Ran. If you go into the restaurant, everybody is happy, people are doing what they need, then you know that they have a great leader. Not just a boss, a great leader. If you come in there and it's dysfunction and people not happy, then their leader is dysfunctional and not happy. You can tell by your staff. And your staff is amazing.
And when you're dealing with people, that's definitely one of the things I learned in food and beverage, being in that general manager aspect. From the general man, like you said, to trickle down. General manager, managers, shift leaders, how you speak to them is how they're going to speak to the people under them. It's how they're going to speak to the people that's coming to purchase. And it's very important. I love that. Like, I'm not coming no closer. My plate right here. I'm sorry. I'll speak louder. I got you. But yeah, and I love that. And the hot sauce.
Yes, sir.
I just tried this, right? Yeah.
So this is what makes us different. This right here.
Right now, because you're getting hotter.
But before you do that, I want to
already sweating at the forehead.
I want to acknowledge Ethel Conroy.
That's Mama Bear.
I was going to ask you.
That's Mama Bear. That's the one. That's the one right there. That's the OG, triple OG, man. That's the one that taught me to take care of people, man. I saw this woman do selfless service acts her whole life. And just put herself last at all times, and took care of her children. She was in school social worker in education, and she, I've watched her my whole life, and that's where it comes from. And then my father's a pastor, and I saw that as well. So it's just amazing.
Awesome. So we got a caller on the line. Caller, what's on your mind? We got Chef Freddie in the building.
Hey, I want to say good morning to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I love her. Yeah, she knows. Hey, this is amazing. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to the restaurant and the franchise. You got me thinking about joining the franchise. What's the number? How much do it cost to join the franchise? I need to know because I want to join. I'm going to step out and bow out quietly.
All right.
Franchise opportunities.
We'll pass on the information.
Yes.
And he hung up.
I'm definitely going to get the info because I've been looking at a lot of franchise opportunities. I know that our city is growing, and you got stuff happening here, you got stuff happening right here, and this would absolutely be a great franchise. Councilman.
Hey man, look.
I think you sold. I ain't got
they say you don't talk when your mouth.
Yeah, I ain't got.
All right, so here we go. We got the base sauce. This is the mild, right?
That's our lowest level, right?
This is what I had yesterday.
I'm taking that on with me. You try.
No, this is the one that's coming with because I'm not gonna do the no.
I got another bottle for you.
Okay, there you go.
Who decided you get the sauce though? I'm telling you. I'm just messing with you.
So actually, our afterburners are number one seller. So this is our habanero pepper
afterburner.
Yeah, it's our number one seller in all of our stores. Just a great sauce, profound flavor all the way through, a little bit of kick. So again, that's what makes us different from other the hot chicken concepts, right? So we typically you fry chicken, you dip it in oil, then you do a pepper rub on top of it or a shake rub, right? We thought that gave you cotton mouth. There wasn't flavor all the way through, and inconsistent, chicken products, because you might miss some of that chicken when you do the rub.
Okay.
So we're known for dipping hot chicken. We take all of our sauces and we put it in a well. So when we fry the chicken, we take it right out of the fryer and we dip it in.
That's
so
what
now,
you do. This one
yes,
is
sir.
a boy. Look
yes,
at him.
sir. So you have a full consistent product. Everything's coated. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. Still keeps the crispiness, and the sauce flavor on any of them, as we go up in heat, still have that base flavor. We start with our base and still have good flavor. It's not just heat, right? We're known for our flavor from our chicken all the way to our sauces. We wanted to make sure that the customer got what they deserve flavor-wise.
Oh,
all right, the other two.
Yes, ma'am. We got Angry Hot next. Angry Hot is a Trinidad scorpion pepper infused into that sauce. And our last one is Medic with Carolina Reaper in there.
And if you don't know, y'all, we in the building. This is Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99.1 FM. And we got Chef Freddie Gilmore in here, man. And I'm talking about they raised the bar real high for our guests, doing great things. HCK Hot Chicken is the franchise. And you've been getting some awards. And so how does it feel to see that, you received awards such as being like named as the, was that Fast Casual Magazine's brand to watch? How does that feel, man?
Humbling experience, but something that we pride ourselves on is not letting that get to our head. We still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Okay.
So that's great. I love the notoriety with it. I love the the publicity from it, but we can't let that get to our heads. We got a lot of work, like I said, and
that's true.
Sometimes when people at the top let stuff get to their head, we forget about who's below us and who's on side of us and who trusted us, and that's our franchisees and our employees. So the sky's the limit. We're coming for more. I stand by HCK Hot Chicken. I think we're the best out there. But they're our competitors. Good luck to them as well.
And another thing that I saw when I was reading, we were doing the reading up on you. You're big on community engagement.
Absolutely.
And so would you mind talking a little bit about how you all contribute to communities, where your franchises are, and some of the community work that you're doing?
Absolutely. So we have what we call Unity Day, right? We Unity through food is what our foundation is. So our Unity Day is we take 501(c)(3)s or any type of benefit that wants to come out and do a day with us. We promote, they promote. And then during those sale times, we give them 25% of the sales back to their foundation.
Wow.
And it's just it's just being about being partners, right? Partnering up with people and doing the right thing just goes far. It just goes far, It's simplicity, man. People overthink a lot of stuff,
Right.
Let's just treat each other right. Let's do what's right. Let's have a good time doing it. Let's keep a smile on our face, even during the long, hard work hours.
Now, tomorrow's the grand opening.
Oh yeah, and we're excited. Let's go. Let's go. Get me hyped. Let's go. HCK, baby. Let's go.
Put me in.
That's it. Let's go.
So what time is it?
We open up at 11 o'clock. We close at 9.
Okay.
We're going to have different events all day. We'll have, some giveaways. And all the founders will be there. And we're just super excited. I mean, I again, man, just seeing your concept go from 1 to 8 to 14 by the end of March of 2024, watching it grow, that's the humbling part, right?
Yeah.
And knowing that now, man, we owe it to people. We have a responsibility, so it's and you got to take that word serious, so it's exciting, it's humbling. And we know there's work ahead,
Paul, so 2020 you started.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
went from 1 to 8 and now you have 14.
We'll have 14 at the end of quarter 2024. So March timeframe, March-April timeframe, we'll have 14 stores open.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But God, right?
Wow.
Right? Like, come on now.
4 years. Wow.
Yeah. So that's and again, that's humbling, right? And that's a lot of responsibility now on our plate too. Like you were stating about franchising, going from one store where you're just focused on, the 4 walls to now we're focused on everybody's 4 walls.
Yeah, that's says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And then the thing about
you was prepared for it. Like it doesn't mean that you were prepared when you got there, but when you got there, you're like, you know what, I got this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I got this, and we can go and I love it.
And let's spread that word about those $5 chicken sandwiches all day, day. Should we put the address out there for the people too?
Okay,
yes,
so let me ask you a quick question, right?
Let me do the address real quick. So it's 3343 South West Shore Boulevard in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
What's the price for the chicken sandwich?
That day.
Price that day, yeah.
Yeah, that day. I want to make known that day. It is Saturday. It's Saturday only.
It's the grand opening.
Yes.
I'm gonna get with you because I am board member for Lakewood High School, and we can work out a good number. We can do your chicken sandwiches at the concession stand.
I love that. Hey, let's talk. That's something we can work out for sure.
Absolutely, because I like this chicken, and as I was eating it, I'm big boy trying to come down a little bit, so I kind of taste the waffle and came down. But
have a little balance in life, man.
Sandwich on a sandwich.
Enjoy yourself. It's Friday.
Oh yeah,
and then we'll go work out afterwards. I got you, bro. I got you.
You go have to take me.
Yeah.
And so with that, and just thinking about the trends, because I know like the chicken sandwich thing that came. Remember that was like a big thing. Everybody had the chicken sandwich war. How do you stay updated on like culinary trends, and do you incorporate them into your offerings?
Absolutely. At we always got to think about trends. One thing I would say though, a lot of people are moving away from red meat, not fully going vegan or vegetarian, right? So chicken is that happy medium. Another thing is, we gotta pinpoint that we are quick serve, right? We're still a restaurant. We're not fast food, right? Okay. Yep. So fast food was having a war. I don't care about that war, right? I believe in what we do. That war, they can have it all day long. Right. Also, if you don't want it with sauce, right, you can always play around, right? We got 4 different heat levels. Come in and try them all. Get it plain. Try our chicken sandwich plain. We have what's called a sleazy, where we take off the coleslaw and we put our mac and cheese on there, right? So if you're really feeling crazy and want to go after it, get the sleazy. And then we do what we call limited time offers. So that's how you stay in the trends. Right now, we have a chicken and waffle sandwich, right? So it's not these waffles. We bring in some other waffles. It's a nice bun. We toast them. We do a nice chicken tender on there, finish it with it, serve it with some syrup, and also comes as a combo with fries. So we do limited time offers just to stay, keep people fresh, keep the menu fresh, keep the ideas fresh and rolling. But I believe in our menu. Our menu stands up to other menus, and there's always ways to pivot if we need to. But I don't foresee that.
Right on. Let's talk about the future, man. Can you maybe give us a glimpse into like some of your future plans and what you see and where you see it? I know you kind of talked about it a little bit, but just maybe expound a little bit for us.
Future goals are just continue to grow the franchise. I want to get to 200 to 500 stores. It might sound crazy, but again, hard work works. We're gonna keep getting after it. We're dedicated and we're motivated. So that's the future for us. Just continue to grow the brand and take care of everybody that's alongside us while we're doing it.
Look, we ain't got questions. We can't talk right now.
It's so good.
200 stores is a big feat. I love it. And I can say it's the HR department behind that has to be magnificent.
Yep.
But you can do it, bro.
Yeah.
You can do it. Like
the proof that you're doing it.
Yeah.
This is a better chicken than Chick-fil-A.
Appreciate it.
And Chick-fil-A just really gives you service that's dwindling.
Yeah.
It used to be great. Now it's just like, you know what I mean?
It's like what Chef said, though, I think, is when you start taking it for granted.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, you got these awards, they got this recognition, but you don't allow that to go to your head, and then you start getting comfortable.
Every day is day one.
Yeah.
Right. Every day is day one. Right. You gotta continue to just get after it.
Right.
Letting that stuff get to your head, man. That's how your company goes upside down, and you forget your checks and balances. You forget your foundation, right? And you got to stay level minded and not let things get to your head.
Right. And you look like you're a fit chef too. Right?
Man. So
how do you balance like cooking and doing all this all the time?
24 hours a day, man. You just got to use them properly.
Okay.
And I mean that sincerely. I get up 5, 6 in the morning, go for a run, work out, hit the weights. If I got an extra 30 minutes at the end of the day, do some HIIT training. You got to have balances. I don't want to do this and die. I want to do this.
Right.
I want to do this and live and enjoy my grandchildren, my great grandchildren. Enjoy my niece, my nephews. And enjoy family time when it's all said and done. So, I got to stay healthy. It's not about the vanity look. It's more about longevity of life for me.
Right. And you mentioned your family and your children. So what kind of things, like what kind of legacy hopes do you have? Like when you look at it, like at the end of the day, let's talk about legacy. What does that mean to you?
Just knowing that daddy made a difference, but also made sure that they're financially secure when I'm 6 feet under. And that my daughter, my oldest, my youngest is starting to come around a little bit more, but my oldest is a dog in the kitchen. I mean, this little girl is so. She'll be 12 in February. This little girl, man, there'll be times when I have her in the summer. And she's like, Daddy, we got to go to the restaurant. It's time to get up. Like, she's waking me up. Like, she opened the stores with us. She actually came to our Fort Worth, Texas location and was at the grand opening with us training the whole week, jumped on the waffle machine, telling the employees like, hey, that's wrong. We can't send that out. She's a dog, man. That's my little girl. That's my little girl, man. Faith Elise Gilmore, Isabella Noel. my 2 daughters. I mean, just beautiful creatures. God's really blessed me. And, I also have a niece. That's my goddaughter who, I look at her like a one of my own as well. So my sister just had a baby. Me and my sister are thick as thieves. That's my best friend. I actually love her to death. I took her. I'm 8 years older than her, and I took her to my 3rd grade show and tell. Well, the kids were bringing in toys. I took my little sister in a little bassinet, brought her in. That's my show and tell. So she just had a daughter. Beautiful family. Love her husband. Actually, they actually bought into our franchise in Virginia Beach. So just again trying to bring that. That's the legacy, right? Can we bring? How do we go full circle? How do we make this? Everybody get on board and get down and dirty with us. Right. And I like that, just hearing that, how you starting with your family and really building from there as a core. And then you spread. So it's like self, family. Then you start getting into community and the rest of the world. There's levels, right? There's levels. And again, that's why we can't take, the trophies and let it get to our head, right? You always got to remember every level is a new beginning, right? So we got to that level, humble yourself and let's get to the next one. Get to that one, humble yourself and let's get to the next one. That's right. And the sky, and that's what I mean by the sky's the limit, right? That's but the minute you let, you get that cocky, we're the best and we do this, that, and the third, that's when you're going to lose track, man. We got to stick to that foundation, and that's unity through food. That's family. My tattoo is family over everything. Mm-hmm. Me, my sister, my little brother have that tattoo together. And we mean that. That's do or die. No, that's what's up, man. And just thinking about when you talk about the work and the things that you're doing as a chef, you can, you see it. How do you measure like the impact of your work overall, both in the kitchen and within the communities that you serve? How do I measure the impact? Like what makes you sit back and like, yeah, we did good. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good thing. The feedback, the Google reviews, the people talking about it, people calling me about it, the smiles on faces when they're eating, right? Seeing the community come together, knowing that it's under our roof, which is what we designed it for. Mm-hmm. Knowing that franchisees want to buy in, somebody sees something in us, right? That's our moment of like, man, we got something going on. Let's keep going. That's amazing, man. So we got HCK Hot Chicken. It's the grand opening Saturday, December 9th. You can get a $5 chicken sandwich, up to 1 per person that day. And that's 3343 Southwest Shore Boulevard in Tampa, Florida. Come on, man. Like literally that first exit.
And you're not going across, if you're in St. Pete, you're not going across the Howard Franklin, you're going across Gandy. Okay. It's closer to the Gandy side.
Okay. That's even better.
So when you put it in, it's going to send you to Gandy. Mm-hmm. But so again, that's Saturday, December 9th. You said you opening at 11?
11 o'clock.
At 11 o'clock?
11 to 9.
You have a drive-through.
No. So that's a tricky question. I'm willing. I'm ready to fire off with that. If a franchisee came to me and say, hey, this is what we found, we can do it. That slippery slopes there again. I don't want to be recognized as fast food, right? Yeah. We are quick serve, and we have customer interaction that is necessary and the customer deserves. So I don't want to get them in, get them out. I want them to feel good while they're there, and feel at home, even if it's just 20 minutes of their day, 30 minutes of their day. If I only have a 2-minute interaction with them and then I got to start cooking chicken ahead of time. So we cook all of our chicken fresh, right? Again, so from a cost standpoint, we don't have a lot of waste at the end of the night, but also from the customer standpoint, you're getting our food fresh every single time you walk in, cook to order, right? Yeah. So that's important to know for the customers. And so that's a slippery slope, something that I'm definitely willing to look into and do. But
I have my research from St. Petersburg. The only restaurants that haven't really failed is the ones with drive-through. They'll wait at gyros. I think
St. Petersburg doesn't have an HCK Hot Chicken yet, though.
No.
Yeah. So yeah. Look, man, I stand behind our non-drive-throughs, but definitely something I'm into, man. And again, if we can make it work, we definitely will. But if it's gonna jeopardize and compromise product, we can't do it. We got to stand behind it.
No, but that phone call that you got, that's a real phone call. That call when, like, that wasn't just like some random guy saying, hey, I want to be in. Like, it's a real call. So
he was supposed to be here this morning.
But supposed to bees don't make honey. And so, I mean, like I said, wonderful product, wonderful concept. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Like coming over, man. And so if it was like something that you had for the people, if it was like a message or a final thought or something that you wanted people to know about you, the brand, or anything that you wanted to give them, what would that message be?
Do right by yourself, do right by people. is really my message. You know, do what's best for yourself every single day. Use your full potential in the 24 hours that God's given us, and take care of your people, take care of your family. Never forget about them.
My man, grand opening Saturday, December 9th. Again, $5 chicken sandwich that day. And it's $33.43. Is you be on there? Can you be? You
be already put the address.
It's already in it. Okay.
And one last thing. Can I say something?
So
I'm gonna teach you guys our chant, right?
Okay.
But first, I want to put out there that we are halal as well, right? Again, so we made sure that we're halal. We buy all halal meat. Our French fries are even halal. And again,
you don't know what halal means.
Halal is what the Muslim population eats. So it's the way that the chicken is going to be butchered or killed at that time, right? And we got to make sure that comes from a approved vendor, which we do have, and we have a halal certification certificate at all of our restaurants. And again, that's the unity through food, right? We're bringing all walks of life together. So again, no matter what your religion is, you can come and eat with us. Also, just want to let you guys know, no GMO, no MSG, right? 8 ingredients, right? If there's such thing as healthy fried chicken, clean fried chicken, that's what we do. Right. And that's why you can taste everything throughout. Right. We don't got a whole bunch of additives where you're like, what's this? What's that? Oh, it's good. But man, I feel bad afterwards. No, this is healthy, clean, fast food, fried food. Right. And so that's important for people to know that you're not going to feel like garbage after you eat our food. Your blood pressure is not going to go up. Your sugar levels aren't going to go up. You're not going to feel weird and sluggish. You know, you're going to feel decent. You're going to feel great, and you're going to feel happy also because of how we treat you while you're there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Itis free chicken.
Itis free. Itis free.
That might have been
itis
free.
Yes.
Free chicken, man. Yeah. You said 8 ingredients, and I mean just that alone, right? Because I saw a video where they actually Googled the ingredients in some other chicken sandwiches, and it was like 40, 50 ingredients, and a lot of them you couldn't pronounce. And so for you to be able to name like,
and you can pronounce all of them. And we're open on Sunday. So let's get after it. Let's get after it.
So we'll be out in the community. If you see us, because I have some of them, I'll be handing these out.
Okay, thank you.
Just showing, and if you registered, you could win a free chicken sandwich.
There you go. Look, grand opening, y'all. HCK Hot Chicken. And where are the locations?
So we have location in.
I hope I don't get you in trouble now.
No. I'll start all the way up. So we're in Buffalo, New York, working our way down to Paramus, New Jersey, opening up another one in New Jersey in about 2 to 3 months. Work our way down to Maryland. That's coming very soon. That's on the books. Herndon, Virginia is on the books. So these are the ones that are coming.
Yeah.
Then we work our way down to our corporate store. So we have Woodbridge, Virginia and Stafford, Virginia. 757, the Navy team, my sister that's on that. We're coming together, opening the store in February. And then we have one coming to East Carolina and North Carolina, but East Carolina area where ECU is.
Okay.
One here, 2 here in Florida now.
Okay. And how did you end up in Tampa?
And then also Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, can't forget about them.
How did looking at that landscape, how did Tampa get on your radar?
Mr. Hunter Boone, the man of many ways, found us in Sarasota when he ate there. And he's like, man, I want to get in where you guys are still small. I want to get in and watch this thing grow with you guys and help where I can help. Him and his brother are just a mega house together, and just super happy to have them on board. But yeah, he found us and reached out, and we made it work.
That's amazing, man. Again, HCK Hot Chicken, grand opening Saturday, December 9th. And that's 3343 South West Shore Boulevard, Tampa, Florida. We got Chef Freddie Gilmore in the building, man. Brought us a nice plate, boy. And I'm glad it's itis free because I got a lot of stuff I need to do today, and I'll usually don't eat breakfast. Thank you again. I guess we maybe start doing we can land the plane around the final thoughts, y'all.
Final thoughts?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's here.
Why you looking at me? Okay, well, final thoughts. Hey, man, I like what I'm seeing. Very hard critic, that would be me. Very hard.
I can vouch for that.
I kept on looking at your face because I was waiting.
We want to see what you're going to win.
Like, it's good to me, but it ain't good if Jab say it ain't good. Even if it's good to me, if he say it ain't good, it ain't really good.
I like the food. I like the sauces.
Yeah.
I like what you're selling.
Yeah.
maybe politics one day because you said all the right things. Halal, that's a major play.
That is huge. Yeah.
The franchise concept, I love it. We do need one of these in St. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually thinking about Atlanta too. Me and you need to talk.
Yeah.
Because the college campus, man, I love it.
Don't stop, bro. I know a good spot on 49th Street.
Don't stop, please.
Yeah. Not to bring up Diddy, but can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Take that.
Show, right?
Just keep going, man. I like it. I'm gonna support it, and I appreciate you guys coming through with a great concept because I'm like, you got more stores than Slutty Vegan.
Yeah,
and she looking at like she's a marketing genius. But
yeah.
Shout
out to Slutty Vegan too, man. Everybody again, man. Shout out to everybody, man. There's enough room for all of us to grow together, man.
Right, Spellman in lunchroom when I went up there just November. Slutty Vegan. That's where I ate at.
Yeah,
right. So again, I want to thank you, man, for what you're doing. And I'm just blown away, man. It's kind of hard to have me speechless, but you kind of got me speechless right now, man. So thank you for what you're doing. I want to encourage people to attend the grand opening. That's tomorrow. We keep saying Saturday, December 9th, but for some of us, we gotta say that's tomorrow, y'all. So tomorrow is the grand opening. Again,
11 to 9.
11 to 9.
11 to 9. Yep. So that's 3343 Southwest Shore Boulevard. Again, thank you for coming in. Also want to remind you all that there's a lot going on in the community, man. And so go to d7speaks.com. Make sure that you tap in, click on some of those events. Make sure that you get out. We're doing a cleanup with Skyway Marina District. Y'all know we've been doing these cleanups. And so
call me, I throw my headphones in.
Yes, sir. So I hit you up. So we meeting at Maximum Moorings tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Doing a cleanup with the Skyway Marina District. We did 2. It seemed like a couple weeks ago now. Days run together, so pardon me if I forget when it was, but it's posted, so you can find out exactly. But yeah, we're just going around the district, man, doing these neighborhood cleanups, getting out here, talking to the people, continuing to engage. Take the survey, go to d7speaks.com. If you haven't taken the survey, do that. We got the reentry simulator coming up next Tuesday. We're going to talk about that on Monday. Just tap in, man. There's a lot going on, a lot happening in the world, man. Find your place, pick your poison. There's more that needs to be done and needs to be said.
So yes, be the change you want to be or see. Write down those 5 things that make you smile, giggle. This is going to be on my list today.
Okay.
All right. Ooh. This is going to be on my list.
Love to make your list. Thank you.
At the end of the day, because again, people harp on the one bad thing that happened and let it dictate the rest of your day when so much happened that was beautiful, that made you feel good, and we forget about that. So remember that. Register for the reentry is important.
Because the food gonna be there.
Yes. And also get your ticket.
Tell me about the toy giveaway one more time.
Get your tickets. The toy giveaway. It is the pajama party on the 21st at Savant. On 2nd from 7 to 11, we're partying with the purpose. We're adopting about 4 families. We also have the Louise Graham Center. They've already put their lists of stuff in. We're personally getting the things that people want for Christmas. And we're not just doing the children, we're doing the parents, the whole household, so that everybody you do not need to be adopted.
He said needed to. He said
and if you want to be an official sponsor, let us know. Elite Tires have already hopped in. It's Jerish Martin doing this, Mitchum Services, Harold Buchanan Experience, and Story 727. So yeah, we're out in the community doing this. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout out around the house.
Make you kick your shoes off.
Oh, we had Abraham in here too. I didn't see that. We got Abraham.
That's 2-5. No, my dad is Fred. That's 252. That's Super Abe right there, man. That man's coming along strong. We're gonna get his store open January 13th. Shout out East Carolina University area, North Carolina, ECU. Yeah, Abe is he's a special character, man. That man's going straight by the book, getting it done. Hard work really works with Abe.
Contact info. That's one of the things that's in here too. How can people reach you? I know to the grand opening, but
you can reach out on Instagram. I'm very live on that. Checking the HCK Instagram. So at HCK Hot Chicken. And then also my email is chefchef@hck.com.
All right, man. It's been amazing. Again, Sister Hughes is up next, y'all, right here on 99.1 FM, 99 Gems. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
Hey, man, this King Job.
The voice of the people.
And we out.